Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to take a little look again, this is a bit squeaky here, but we're going to take a look today at AH's agent and a couple of sentences that she has come out with during a quick interview the other day. Now again with these, this is from the agent and we are reading from Cinema Blend. This is where I got the article from and we're going to jump on in. So, did not get a big bump in her career following the release of the DC film. In fact, she's reportedly set to appear in the second movie in a much smaller capacity, though her agent at WME has admitted the first film should have made her more bankable. Now with that one there, we do want to go into first that we heard from Walter Hamada, the actual president of DC Films. We heard him during the court case, his deposition, where he literally did say out loud, her and Momoa had no connection. There was just nothing there. They had to work extra hard in post-production to make it look and resemble like some sort of spark was there for the characters. And, he basically called her out and said she was a horrible actress in the film. She just didn't do good. But obviously we did have that person beforehand, I can't remember her name, but she was going on saying that, they did chemistry tests, it all worked, it was amazing, it was this, it was that, blah, blah, blah. But then we also heard from her acting coach that when she's acting, she can't cry and she can't bring out emotions, which again we saw on trial. But like we said, we are going back to the article. WME agent Jessica Kovacevic, do apologize I'm saying that wrong, was asked to speak before the movie got shifted as part of the Johnny Depp and trial that played out earlier this year. During the course of events, she noted the actress had not shot to the moon as might have been expected thanks to the DC role, which she has portrayed in both James Wan's Aquaman and the HBO Max version of Zack Snyder's Justice League, which included a nightmare future with Mera. WME Jessica has said, because typically when you have an actor in a movie as successful as that, as Aquaman was, over $1 billion, remember, that's huge, their career totally changes. They're more bankable. With her, that did not happen. Part of the problem may have been that while critics like Cinema Blend's own Sean O'Connell were reasonably interested in Aquaman as a movie, a lot of reviews were less excited about Mera. While Refinery29 called Mera's relationship with Arthur Curry fun and quippy, a lot of reviews were less kind to the actress's scarlet wig and her performance. The Hollywood Reporter, the one who's gone against and made so many hit pieces against Johnny Depp, even called it one note, among other tepid reviews. Yet, during the long defamation trial that played out in Virginia earlier this year, Jessica said that given Aquaman had made over $1 billion, there was an expectation that her career would jump into overgear. Didn't happen though, did it? Because, again, so many things came out. The actress had in fact been part of the movie's success, but her agent said the elephant in the room was the bad press related to what was happening in her personal life. No one can say out loud, we're taking this away from her because of this bad press. Because it's nothing she did. It's all hearsay, and it's all whatever, but there's no other reason. To me, with her saying that, that's kind of like, well, it may be hearsay, but in a court of law and in the eyes of the law, a jury of her peers found her to be guilty with malicious intent. Now, with that, obviously that is a huge thing to see and a huge thing to be accused of. But again, accusations have gone past and they've gone, no, we find her guilty of this. So that's what they've done. But obviously, like I say, to be honest with you, I can see where people are coming from still. Aquaman was a huge movie, over $1 billion. And with that, you would expect the careers of, the two younger people in that film, the ones who do have lead roles, they would become much bigger. Now, with Jason Momoa, he wasn't huge as an actor going into Aquaman, but people knew who he was. But obviously, after that, he had his C TV series on Apple TV, which is currently in its third and final season. But then you've also got him. He's playing the bad guy in the new Fast and Furious film, which, to be honest with you, if you get one of those films, that's huge. But we've also seen him do a lot of other projects. He's bringing up a lot of other TV shows that he's producing and creating. He's got stuff with Netflix. You know, this guy has got shows on Netflix and on Apple TV. That's huge. Obviously, he had Game of Thrones, but there's so many things coming out now that people want to see Jason Momoa. With Amber, it should have kind of gone her way as well. However, it is the bad press and her being found guilty with malicious intent of what she did. This is why no one wants it. Like we said, remember, you know, everyone was like, oh, 2016, oh, Johnny Depp's still, you know, amazing and all this. But then when she came out with these allegations and that a hit piece, because that's exactly what it was. And everyone just like, oh, basically, again, hearsay, which is what she has said that all this is. Well, she created hearsay to get rid of Johnny Depp. You know, he was fired from Fantastic Beasts due to this op-ed. Because the Sun called him this. And again, that was Dan Wootton. Remember, Dan Wootton never ever even turned up once to the court in 2020. And with that, that's another big, wow, that's a kick in the face to a lot of people. If I was the judge, I would have been like, even though he's suing the paper, but he's suing them, he should be there. You know, Johnny Depp was there every single day, and he was the one who was suing them. But with that there, that ruined his career even more. Pirates of the Caribbean was already gone because of the op-ed. But now, because he's been vindicated, which is absolutely amazing, and it was just such a huge relief because this man has got so much evidence, and there's so much evidence against her, and she says she has this mountain of evidence, which still hasn't come to light, even though, which, if you're on Twitter, you would have seen that a lot of her fans, they're starting now to Photoshop his art gallery and everything else and saying, look at this. And they're falling for it. And you got Kat Tenberg and NBC. I'm going on a rant now. She has just blocked everyone because she's been called out for the lying journalist that she is. She was saying that Camilla Twitter account, it was a young black woman or whatever. But now it's come out that it's actually a white girl because she's changed her photo to a white girl. And she's saying she's an extremely young girl. Now, to me, when someone says they're extremely young, I think under the age of 13. Because that's what an extremely young girl is. She didn't call herself a teenager. You know, a young girl could be a teenager. You know, over 18, that's an adult. So they've done that. And if she is under that age, whew, you got an NBC journalist saying that I've got this great resource. And she was quoting her. So she's gone on a blocking spree. And again, this is the type of people they are. It's all hearsay with what they do. And they try and manipulate it to get it out there. But it's just wrong. But we're going to go back to the story. After Aquaman, AH allegedly lost an Amazon project she had been up for, though she had landed roles in other projects, including during the cast of Stephen King's series The Stand, which sadly, the series was absolutely rubbish. Not just for her, she actually was okay in the series, that's the problem. But the rest of the series, it just fell flat. You know, it just won there. There was no oomph there. There was none like The Shining or Doctor Sleep or even Stephen King's version of The Shining was better than The Stand, you know? But then, you know, that came out in 2019, while the rumour mill for a while even implied she'd been cut from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. She does have that role coming up, as well as a gig in the Connor Allen movie In the Fire. Yeah, so obviously with the Aquaman thing, first of all, because she even said it herself during court, she was going through her first, you know, she was meant to be in the beginning and she was meant to be in the end, 25 to 30 minutes in total. That's what she said. But then obviously all this stuff was coming out. Then she was cut down to like 15 minutes. Then it was 10 minutes. And during court, that woman, I can't remember her name, something Arnold, I think. And she was like, oh no, she showed me the script. First of all, Amber, you're not meant to be showing someone like her the script because, again, you signed a confidentiality agreement for that script. All DC scripts, well, all superhero films at this moment in time, because they're guaranteed, well, supposedly guaranteed a box office gold, you do sign an NDA for them. But then she read, oh no, she had a big action sequence in this. She was going towards the end. In the beginning, she had a baby. Then this happens and this happens. She basically ruined the film for everyone who was going to see it, that is, because she was working for Amber, and Amber got cut down to 10 minutes, which I do actually find that quite hysterical. Because with that then, you know, even Walter and Madron and all that, a couple of days later were like, yeah, she's in for 10 minutes now. You know, that kind of ruined it for her. She seems to have this knack for literally talking about stuff, making things up, and then someone coming out and spilling the beans, even though they're working for her, and they ruin it. So I just do find that quite hysterical. But that's what we got with this, guys. Again, her agent is right. Aquaman should have been a huge hit for her, but it wasn't. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.